Hi everybody, Carrie here, and this is Coffee with Carrie. First of all, I want to wish each and every one of you a happy Valentine's Day for tomorrow. You know, everybody thinks that Valentine's Day is just man-woman love. No, you have to love yourself first before you can love anybody else. So if you don't have a man or a woman that you're spending romantic Valentine's Day with, that's okay. Love yourself. Love your pets. Love your friends. Valentine's Day is about unconditional love. I need to talk about something today that's a little bit on a serious matter. Hi, Corinna. It's a little bit of serious matter. It's something that I have been feeling for a couple years now, and I finally am starting to understand it a little more. We are a physical being. We are a soul in a physical body. We come to earth to enjoy the physical stuff, the sight, sound, smell, feel, touch of the physical. You know, eating chocolate, making love, smelling a flower, seeing a sunrise or sunset. But one of the main things I'm told we come here to do is to become a more enlightened spiritual soul, a soul that radiates unconditional love, a soul that sends love out to everything in the universe. And it is awareness. It's an awareness. When you start spiritually growing and you become aware of what really is important in your life and what isn't important in your life, that's spiritual growth. Everybody, I have been feeling this way for a few years. I don't usually talk about it, but the angel said, many of you are feeling the same thing, and I need to tell you why you're feeling something. I'm trying to talk with the angels and they're talking to me, so I need to be focused on this. I'm telling the dead, just wait a minute. When you become awakened to your spiritual truth, sometimes there's a loneliness that comes with that, okay? You start looking at the world without rose-colored glasses. So you unconsciously, spiritually start to understand what is really important in the scheme of the whole universe and the scheme of your soul's growth and your soul's process, okay? When that happens, I always laugh. I used to tell Athena, it feels like Groundhog Day for me. You've seen that movie. Every day you may get up and you seem, oh, it's Groundhog Day. Same thing we're doing today. You know, you can make decisions. You eat different foods. You might drive a different way to work. You might decide to have lunch with a friend. But physically, it starts to all run together, okay? And you start thinking more deeply. You start becoming what I call more mindful. You start looking at the world and you really say, what is it all about? What is relevant and what is irrelevant? The sad part is when you spiritually grow, you realize that all the BS in the world, it's the politics, all the crap, it is irrelevant. The football games, the concerts, the drinking, the partying, all of that is going to start to become irrelevant in your life when you become spiritually awakened, because you start realizing what spiritual is in your soul. It's none of the physical. Okay, it's not eating chocolate. It's not doing anything physical. That is when you start growing spiritually in leaps and bounds. That is when you're starting to become a more spiritual soul in a physical body. So there comes a loneliness with it. There comes people would call it depression, but I don't call it depression. I call it a loneliness. You start thinking, well, I'm tired of doing the same old stuff. I'm tired of doing the same old job. I'm tired of getting up every morning and taking care of everything that society tells me I have to take care of. There comes a little anger with it before becomes a calm. You start getting angry of, why do we have to work all these hours just to pay the bills? Why do we have to pay these taxes? Why does more and more crap get shoved on you? You feel like you have so much on your plate in the physical world with doing what everybody else tells you you're supposed to do, and that you're supposed to be happy doing it. I'm going to tell you right now, when you spiritually come at one and you awaken, you're going to kind of look in the mirror and say, I think all of this stuff, and pardon my French, is bullshit. You don't feel happy paying your taxes. You don't feel happy having a bigger house. You don't feel happy about having a bigger car. You start looking at your relationships with your husbands and your families and your friends, and you want to be with people that are more like-minded, that are caring, that are giving, that aren't into the drama. And then you will think and you start becoming mindful, and your angels and guides will start to talk to you. And they will tell you, yeah, it is bull crap. It's the real world stuff. So our lesson is, how do we enjoy the real world stuff without getting angry with everything that everybody is telling us that we're supposed to do that's supposed to make us happy? It comes deep inside yourself where you realize you are this spiritual being of God's great love and light, and that you are so powerful that you spread love and light everywhere in the universe just by being who you are. You start realizing the material things aren't bringing you joy. The superficial relationships and job and career paths aren't bringing you joy. So I asked, I'm tired of Groundhog Day, God. I'm tired. I think I could win the lottery. I'd be nice. I'd pay off all my debt, and I'd do things for animals and nature and children. And then I'd say, then what? All right. And then the angels reminded me, there's many people that I know that are billionaires and millionaires and trillionaires. I know some of them. And when they come to talk to me, it hit me last night. One of the things they tell me is they've done everything they wanted to do. They've been able to buy every car. They can buy the property. They've traveled to every place in the world they wanted to travel to. And then they say, Carrie, what do I do next? I'm not happy. What do I do next? Go do the same thing over and over? And it hit me last night. It's not about what we have. We can do all that, so the happiness comes inside. So I say, when you've done all that, when the billionaires and things come to talk to me, I said it's time to serve and give back and do things with unconditional love. Do random acts of kindness. It isn't going and getting a 501c so you can get money from the government to take care of things. It's taking care of things out of the kindness of your heart. You notice somebody when they need a sandwich. This morning, I'll tell you, I'm going to cry because the angel said you have to start simple. You have to start once you become aware and mindful. When your spirit starts growing in the rest of the world, you look around and it's bull crap because it doesn't bring you joy. It's not that you're depressed. It's because you're spiritually awakened now. Start with little things. Start with noticing the beauty of the trees. Start with noticing how dragonflies fly. Start with saying it's okay to feel this way, and it's okay to sit with somebody without talking 24 hours a day, without feeling you have to talk about whatever's going on in the world. When you start getting this way, you find great joy with being with family and friends, that you can just sit together and look at each other and not have to talk about anything. The thing is, what I am finding, I go out with friends and stuff, and there's times that I don't have anything to say. It's like I don't talk about the gossip. I don't want to talk about the world and how crappy it is and how everything doesn't bring me joy, but I don't have anything to say to someone. So to find somebody that you can just sit and look at the beauty of a sunrise or sunset, sit by a campfire. Us in Michigan, we know how beautiful it is to sit by a campfire and not even talk, just look into the fire. That is a form of meditation. That is a form of connection with your soul to God and everything good in the universe. Okay, so start little. Sit by a campfire, go to the ocean and look at the waves coming back and forth. Walk the beaches, go sit in a park and notice the little birds around you and notice the squirrels that are chirping and how they run and find it in your heart to enjoy the little things. Because those are the things that you take with you. You take the love with you when you die. You take all the happy memories that you had when you passed over. You let go of all this material BS crap that doesn't mean anything. So I'm going to say to you, if you are feeling lonely, if you are feeling lost, if you get up and say, what's it all about? What is really meaning of life? It's not joyful. It's crap. That's because you're spiritually becoming more aware and your soul is starting to understand the true meaning of living. Living in harmony with the animals and the trees. Living in harmony with the friends that are spiritual around you. You're not going to take in all the bullcrap. Someone could tell you drama and it's like, well, okay, that doesn't, well, this is going on, whatever. Some people will say, oh, you're kind of cold and you're detached. You're not cold and you're not detached. You just realize that the things you can do nothing about, you don't want to give any of your beautiful spiritual energy to. You don't want to give your energy to this bullshit. So you'll find yourself wanting to spend more time with animals and nature. You'll find yourself wanting to look in that fire a little longer and just feel the peace it brings you. The angel said, nature and the elements have a way to bring you peace, like fire. Like I said, looking into a campfire, it brings you calm. Looking at the ocean and feeling the beauty of the waves bring you calm. That's nature. Feeling the soft wind on your face when you're by the beach or the lake, that's nature. Anything in nature. Taking your feet off, taking your shoes off, and feeling your feet on the soft grass. That's nature. That is what's going to connect you guys. That is what's going to set you free from all the bull crap, from all the crap in the world that isn't positive for you. Okay? That's going to bring you positive. Start one step at a time. Say, I don't have to do everything the world tells me to do. It's okay to be angry. You get tired. You'll get angry. I don't want to pay the bills. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to do this. Why? It's meaningless. Get angry and then ask the universe to take it from you. And spend time in mindfulness, enjoying nature, enjoying your pets, enjoying a sunrise or sunset. And then ask, like I've been doing, I ask God and my angels to bring me people in my life, friends that understand this. So they can say, okay, it's okay just to sit and look at the sunrise. We don't got to talk. It's okay to have a glass of wine and just look at the ocean or look at the trees. Because when you start doing that, I'm going to tell you what's going to start happening. This is what's next on the spiritual evolution of the soul. You're going to start being able to talk to people in your thoughts that are connected with you. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. They're only going to be able to hear your good thoughts. When you send them love with your thoughts, it's going to come from your heart chakra, and they're going to feel that love. When you send them healing, they're going to feel that healing. This world is getting ready to crash with the material bullcrap that people don't want to deal with anymore. So if you're feeling lost, like you don't want to be here, and it's not that you want to commit suicide, it's just that you're tired of all the outside noise. It's noise. It's noise. It's noise to keep you from going inward, to keep you from connecting to your soul, and to keep you from growing spiritually. When you start doing this, you become powerful. You become a master of your own vibration and your own feelings. And you start connecting to greater energy of God and the universe, and it's much greater, and you become more powerful to where you walk down the street, someone can feel your light, someone can feel your love, and you are unstoppable at that point. You are unstoppable. No one can harm you. I felt a need to share this because I'm learning so much more about this and why at times I feel like I don't fit here and why at times you feel you don't fit here. It's because you're not here to fit in. You're here to make this world a different world, a more spiritual world. So you're a warrior of love and light. You're not here to fit in. You're here to change the systems. And we're going to do it one light at a time. Be kind to these little babies and children that are coming to this world with all this crap, with all this on their plate, because they are powerful light workers. They're coming here to say, nope, I'm going to buck the system. It ain't going to happen. From 2022 to 33, we're actually spiritually birthing the darkness off this planet into light. And after 33, we're going to see a lot more changes of positive. It's going to be slow, but the more of us that waken up, and say this is bull crap, that we're not taking the real world stuff anymore, that we are claiming back our power as a sovereign being of God's love and light, that we realize, hey, we are the spirit, we are the soul, we are the light. We're going to start shining, and that darkness is going to go because we're going to be unstoppable. I just wanted to share that with you today. I hope it resonates with some of you. If you're feeling this loneliness, that's because you're getting it, okay? You're getting it, and you're finally evolving, and you're spiritually growing of more love and light. And that's a good thing. Is it hard to fit into the world the way it is so ugly? Yeah, but you're here not to fit in. You're here to change it. So remind yourself of that. I needed to share that today, and I had to be focused. I'm not doing much with the loved ones. They're standing around me, but they're all crying, and they're saying they're with you. Your loved ones are with you. Your angels are with you, because nobody's on this earth right now that's not powerful. Whether you're powerful for the good or you're powerful for the dark, and the battle is being fought, but the light is winning. There's more people of love and light that are awakening than there are darkness. It's been a pleasure to talk to you guys. You have a wonderful Valentine's Day tomorrow. I send you all my love. Your angels and guides are with you. Well, they're with you all the time, but tomorrow they'll be with you, sending you extra love on this man-made holiday, they call it. Okay? And I do have to remind you that I have a seminar. I got to do this because I don't like to get on this Facebook too often and bore you guys. But on March 5th, I do have a seminar on communicating with loved ones on the other side. There's going to be lots of messages from that, and it's almost full. So if you want to get in on that, call the office. On March 19th, I am doing a seminar on getting ready for the spring equinox, and you're going to learn how to get ready for the spring equinox. You're going to get a stone of love. We're going to do affirmations together as a group. We're going to bind love and light in our group, people that are there, and we're going to send it out into the world. We're going to make a big difference, okay? When you are binded with other friends and family members, and you're together, and you spread love and light and healing, everybody on the planet gets it. It's like a powerful one battery of love and light connected to the next battery of love and light, connected to the next battery of love and light, and you shine, guys, you shine. So March 5th is going to be loved ones on the other side, how to communicate with your loved ones. March 19th is getting ready for the equinox, which will be on the 20th. And I still have my specials. If you call in February, you can get 2 people for $200, 3 people for $300, 4 people for $400. It's a $75 savings, but you have to call before the end of February, because I'm not going to offer that again, I think, for a while. I believe God's taking me on a journey to teach more of how to fill yourself with this love and light and mindfulness and block out the negative of the world. I'm changing. I'm growing to a different spiritual frequency, and I'm learning how to work with that, but it's all good. So you guys have a very blessed day. Have a wonderful weekend. You go in peace. You go in light. You go in love. I love all of you. You love yourself. You got this. You're the light. You're unstoppable. Bye now.